Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, or should I say, welcome me back? I don't know. But guys, it's been a very, very long time. Um, I know I tried to come and do a couple of videos since I want to say Mother's Day, and it has not worked out. Some videos did get uploaded, some got stuck in a queue, some didn't have audio. Um, it's been a lot going on lately. So if you have reached this video, if you are new here, welcome. You have reached messages from the 90s, at least for today. Um, if you've been here, welcome back. Um, yeah, so this is not going to be a reading video, but this is going to be a video nonetheless. And if you've come across this video, you should resonate. You've either been through this or maybe going through this. Um, so, yeah, you've probably been going through a lot lately, as so have I. You probably have had to deal with family issues, whether health, whether deaths in the family, moving, job changing, loss of job, trying to get back into the work field. You've been dealing with health, whether it's your family members, you yourself, or your children. It has not necessarily been dire, even if it's considered a dire circumstance. There's has been something to help turn that health issue around. You've been able to fix or go on a healing process of whatever health issues that you may have had or experienced, or family members, so on and so forth. You may have had people from the past or just people you don't even know watching you, stalking your pages, um, trying to steal your identity. A lot of people are saying, like, or use the word, what is it? Destiny swap. It's my. Hold on. Oh, I got to go in the house and get me some more stuff. Okay. It is cold and my heater is not. About to put my jacket back on in a second. So, Destiny Swap is what I was saying. But aside from actually like the spiritual aspect of somebody trying to destiny swap with you, I feel like in real life somebody has been trying to steal from you or do fraud, sign up and use your name for different things. Maybe you've gotten letters in the mail saying this or that company was hacked and your information was leaked and somebody got your information. Somebody has been trying to access your money, your bank accounts, possibly have accessed it and took money out. You have to get that stuff back. Um, you may have been letting a lot of things go, including people, ideas, ideologies, beliefs, um, thought processes, emotions, habits, addictions. You've also, what was I going to say about that? Boundaries. So, in the realm of letting people go, so at one point you might have been super forgiving. It's not to say that you're not forgiving, but it's now that you've put up a boundary and you're no longer dealing with certain people with certain things. You're standing firm in your boundaries and your beliefs. You're not letting people with things sway you and change your mindset. You've also been tested a lot lately on this. Over the past 6 months to a year, you have been tested when it comes to your boundaries and what you will and will not allow, and sticking true to that, whether it's your diet, your the people you surround yourself with, friends, family, lovers alike, your job. Um, you've been tested in your patience, and it's, I want to say, irritation. Um, so when you might have ideas and new things that come up, and you may or may not say them out loud, but you'll start to enact and start to move towards those goals and dreams, and then something comes out the blue and it puts you on a detour. It takes you off track, either mentally, physically, emotionally, and then you have to kind of build back up again. I feel like you've been constantly going through this cycle where, okay, you get to this point and something tries to snatch you back. So it's like a test on your patience and your internal dialogue, your emotions, your feelings, and not allowing these things to cause you to jump out of pocket, be angry, speak too soon, do rash things, make rash decisions, say rash things. Um, you've been finding yourself, or excuse me, you've been finding out how to keep yourself more grounded when things don't technically go the way you want them to or the way you envision. You're learning how to go with the flow more, the ebbs and the flows, the ups and the downs. You understand that there are ups and downs to everything in life, and you're finding it easier to navigate those downs and those ups. Not necessarily getting too cocky when things are going good, and not getting so down and depressed when things are going bad. You're even balanced in this time in life. You're not looking for approval from anybody for anything. You're becoming more confident in you. You might have been dealing with different, as far as your health, different personal health issues. May not, and you might have been to the doctor many times, at the hospital, and they're like, nothing's wrong with you, but you internally feel like something's wrong. I feel like you're getting um, a hold of that and a grasp of that, and figure out what you need to do for yourself to make you better, to boost your health, versus relying on Western medicine or doctors, or people that say there's nothing wrong, but you know that there's something going on. Now, this also could be in the spiritual realm, where there is something or someone doing something to knock you off kilter, off course. Um, you may be stepping outside of your norm, outside of the box, or getting back into your norm if you've been like a recluse in hermit mode, trying to rebuild, reorganize, reshape, whether that's your home, clearing things out, decluttering yourself, your body, detoxing your mind, your body, your soul. I feel like you have really been focused on you internally and not everything around you or the people around you. You haven't been the first one to jump at helping someone, and it's not to say that that's a bad thing, like, or the greatest thing. I don't know how I want to put that, but you're learning to put, okay, well, in order for me to help anybody, I do have to be in my best position. I have to be 100. I have to be good physically, mentally, emotionally, um, externally, internally, before I'm truly able to help others. I feel like you've come to that realization. I feel like you are now coming out of this shell, this, and not going, you're not in hermit mode, you're in hermit crab mode, and I posted about that before, where you're moving with intention. You have protection over you and surrounding you, and 10:01 on the clock. And wherever you go, you're covered. Um, you may be out of your natural comfortability, natural habitat or comfortability. You're no longer doing things in a place of comfort. You're no longer hiding out. You're moving. You retreat when you need to. You have your protection when it's necessary. Um, but you're moving. You're moving with intention. You're moving with purpose. Um, and it's going to feel different. People may look at you and say, you don't belong here. You're not in this place because they're used to you being in the sand or in the water. Um, and maybe that's the thing too. People are used to you being in this certain emotion, this certain viewpoint. You're no longer there. You're operating out of your north node and no longer your south node. You're operating out of, your heart and your head and not your heart. You're operating out of logic and not fantasy. So, and it's not to say fantasy doesn't exist, because we know we can create anything we choose to create, whether it's supposed to be created or not, whether you're supposed to have it or not. However, you're moving with more intention. You understand that you cannot save everyone, you can't help everyone, and in order to help someone, you have to first be good with yourself, and that includes your spouses, your family, your kids, your job, clients. You're realizing that if I'm not good, then nothing around me is good. I feel like you've been paying attention to all the important things in your life that really matters: your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, getting deeper into who you are, what you believe in, who you believe in, getting deeper into taking care of your body, taking care of you in general. What else? So as far as people have been watching you, like I said, you've had people watching you, um, and it may feel like it's 24/7, but there are people you know and people you don't know, people you talk to and people that you no longer communicate with, um, family and friends alike, old lovers. But you've had people watching you you may not know, but you also may know. Um, you may know of some of the ones who are watching you. Put it that way. You may not know everybody's that's watching you. Some people are watching you to benefit from you, i.e., to use you, to use things against you. Other people are actually watching to be not necessarily utilized, but to still utilize you, but to learn from you in that aspect. Other people are watching you to try to prevent you from doing certain things, or to throw a wrench, or just to be nosy. I feel like you're not really paying that much mind, much attention. Maybe at one point you were, because it just was consistent. Um, and you may have been noticing, like, hey, this is going on. Somebody's stealing money on my bank account, or okay, somebody's hacked into this. Okay, well, somebody didn't stole my information. Well, somebody's this. Well, I didn't see them on. So it came to a point where you're like, okay, this is getting out of hand, outrageous. But you've kind of learned to, all right, let that go, because you've had so much to focus on in your life over the past year, past year and a half, 2 years, past 6 months, past 3 months, past 2 weeks, that you just don't have time to focus on anything that does not directly affect you. My song, never in my face is never serious. So if it's not brought to you directly, you're oblivious to it. Like, you don't know what's going on. You may know what's going on. You may have an inkling. Your intuition may be telling you. Somebody might bring it to you, but it's not in your face. You don't take it serious. It's not brought to you directly. You're not taking it serious. You're not worrying about it. You have other things to worry about, other things to accomplish, other things to handle, other things to do, a whole life to live. Um, things are starting to turn around for you. And if they haven't, things are going to turn around for you. Um, right now, I feel like you're living in a place where fear has no room, fear has no place right now in your story. Um, you're truly walking by faith, whether you're religious or not, whether you're spiritual or not, whether you believe in God or not. You don't necessarily, you might not even claim it as walking by faith. You're you're moving without fear. You're moving with intention. You're moving with purpose. You're not letting anybody stop you. And I'm all here for it. And this is not for a specific sign. This is for anybody who resonates with this energy. So if you came across this video, then this video is for you. This is not specifically for Virgos or Leos or Sagittarius or Pisces or Taurus or Venus, Mercury, Mars, Earth. Is not. This is specifically for anybody who comes across this video. You may have been going through chaos. You may have been having issues with family, having to cut friends, family, lovers off. You may have things that fell apart as you were trying to put it together, and it just seems like everything tried to come in and interrupt and disrupt your mental and disrupt. And in the beginning of the year, I said this year was going to take mental fortitude for a lot of things that was going to happen. And I wish I would have recorded when I told my husband what was going to happen, but I didn't. But let me tell you, if you have not reached the point where you're not walking in the spirit of fear, and you still have anxiety about certain things, you still have fear, especially with the way the world is going right now, let it go. Trust that everything is working for your good. If you don't believe it, if you come across this video like, yeah, this sounds like what I've been going through lately for the past year, for the past 2 days, for the past whatever, but I don't feel like nothing's changing. Trust that everything is working for your good. Everything is working out for you. And if you don't believe it, believe it. I mean, I can't force you to believe something. You're going to have to believe that internally. Life has been crazy. I can attest to that. This past 2 years has been crazy. This past year has been crazy. This past 6 months has been crazy. But things are changing. The tides are changing. A 180 is happening, whether you believe it or not. It'd just be much easier if you believed it. I think that's all I have for this video. I'm definitely coming back with a read. And then introduce you to something new. So, messages from the 90s will still be here. Sort of, kind of. But I want to do something different. Something new. Something old, but new. That I've did before. I had a couple of different things before. But I wanted to do something new. I wanted to implement something. And it's not just going to be readings. And it's just going to be something that's also going to be a precursor and an aftershock of what me and my husband had already created together. So yeah, there will be changes coming to this page. I'm not going to create a new page because look, I got way too many pages and I don't do enough with any of those pages. Like, when I tell you so much has happened over this year, I completely closed out my businesses. All of them. didn't pay another dime on anything, even after I just spent thousands of dollars for my websites and all this other stuff. I closed them all down. I'm going back to the basics. I'm still going to be selling my cards. I'm still going to be making new cards. I am. And I'll be releasing those. So if you're interested in buying a deck, I will, if you comment you want to buy a deck, I will send you the link so that you can go directly and buy the deck directly. That does mean I will not be offering customized. Well, I mean, I could still, but I don't know. I don't know because I don't have anything set up to do that. So, at most, I can send you the link, or I can take Cash App for, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For the book and the thing. I don't know. If you want to buy it, just let me know you want to buy the book and the cards or just the cards. And we'll figure out how to either, I don't know. I'll send you the link for something. For the cards, for both. Because I had that set up so many different ways. But anyways, I'll still be selling the cards. I'll still have other parts of my businesses that I'll be incorporating, but I am going to consolidate, and it's just going to be one entity. I probably still have all of my logos featured because I love my cosmetics logo that I got made. I love my art logo that I got made. I love my clothing line logo that I got made. But yeah. So, changes are coming to to messages from the 90s. Changes are coming. Conversations are coming. And it should be good. I don't know. Hopefully I'll see you guys around when that time comes. And it's coming quickly. I don't know. I think that's all I had for this. I did have some notes that I was taking over the past year that I was like, eventually I'm gonna put, but let's see. Let's see if I can find them. Let me see. Choo. Mama, I made it. Every time I'm graceful. Got perfect faces. Papa, I made it. I wish you well. I wish you all the happiness your heart can take. I wish you peace. I wish you forgive yourself for all of your mistakes. What? Where do we go from here? Oh, no, can't find it. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to end it on that note, 24:54.